Guys, my name is Paul Salud from POWCAST Sports, and this is just a quick prediction and commentary on the upcoming event on September 26th in the U.S. At the Mohegan Sun Casino, Uncasville, Connecticut, in the USA. The reason I'm doing this is because there's a Filipino fighting for the World Championship bantamweight, Jandria Casimiro versus Duke Micah. That fight is not very well publicized in the US because the well publicized fight is the Charlo brother fight, which is the main event and the co-main event for September 26th. There is a fight championship on that card, and I think this is one of the exciting card that I've seen this year. There's a lot of fight that had happened already. Top Rank and PBC and Golden Boy. But this one is probably the best fight card, five championship fights, led by Jermel Charlo, who's fighting Jason Rosario for the WBC, WBA, and IBF Super Welterweight Championship. I'm just gonna share my point of view and who I think would win. This is very exciting because I think all of the bouts, there's an opportunity for an upset. But I will tell you who I'm leaning towards on the fight. And obviously, if you're a betting man, the Charlo brother is the one that's on the upside here. But this fight against Rosario is a very good fight. It's a four-star fight. And I think there's an opportunity for an upset here. But Jermel Charlo will definitely be the odds favorite here. So, I would pick Jermel Charlo to win this one. The other fight that I'm very interested to see is obviously the co-main event or the other main event, which is the brother, who is in the middleweight division against Sergey Derevyanchenko, who recently fought Gennady Golovkin in a unanimous decision fight. Um, I think this is the last opportunity for Sergey Derevyanchenko to get to that belt again. And he's doing that against undefeated Jermal Charlo, who I don't see losing the fight. I guess, none unless it is a close fight. I just don't see him losing uh, because I don't, aside from the fight with Gennady Golovkin, I haven't really seen much of Derevyanchenko. He's tough. He had fought twice. He has lost twice in his career, and it's both by decision. So I don't see this fight going in a knockout because he's definitely a tough opponent or a tough boxer. So I just think Jermal will win the fight against Sergey Derevyanchenko. There could still be a surprise. So don't get me wrong. There could still be a surprise here. So yeah. So the Charlo brother, I think, is gonna take the fight. Let's go on to the next fight. This one is a classic matchup of Daniel Roman and Juan Carlos Payano. Um, Someone who is trying to get back. Both of them trying to get back. Uh, Juan Carlos Payano, I think a little bit past his prime at 36 years old. Lost to Naoya, lost to Luis Neary. And this is a bantamweight, 118-pound. Daniel Roman is on the upside here, I believe. And his last fight was a really tough one. He lost to Akma Daliev. So I think this is a good fight again. There's no one-sided fight in this fight on this card, I think. But Daniel Roman will probably win this one. That's just my point of view. Juan Carlos Payano in the Philippines, we thought he's gonna fight Raymar Gabalio. So at the big stage, Juan Carlos Payano sometimes actually falter. So I don't think he's gonna be able to get past Daniel Roman. So Daniel Roman is my pick here. Um, okay. So there's a super bantamweight fight WBA against Brandon Figueroa against Damien Vasquez. Another interesting fight, another uh, what should I say? There's a big question mark for again for Damien Vasquez here. I think um, looking at his box rec, and I just wanted to share that he doesn't have that kind of experience against Brandon Figueroa, who's ranked higher, a lot higher than his opponent here, Vasquez. So if I'm gonna pick, and to be honest with this one, I don't really know the opponent. So probably, of course, I guess Brandon Figueroa is gonna get this one. 23 years old, very young. Both of them are 23 years old. So it's a great opportunity for Vasquez to see where he's really at, see if he's really on a top level. But he lost to Juan Carlos Payano. So just looking at that scenario there, I think Figueroa has the edge. Okay, so here's one thing that I have a personal interest on. The fight of Luis Nery. I want him to win this fight. Of course, I want General Casimiro. That's the last one that I'm gonna be talking about. I want him to win this fight for obvious reason. I want him to fight General Casimiro to be one of the options of General Casimiro if he wins that fight. Um, same as Damien Vasquez, Aaron Almeida, although undefeated, has not proven anything outside his comfort zone. I think this box rec is messing up a little bit, but and I like to do this at one take. So I don't think Almeida has fought anyone outside of Mexico. So there's two things that he's fighting here. It's a new venue. It's a new country. It's a big fight. And Luis Neri is really a monster. Uh, well, he's not the real monster because we know Noah is the real monster. But I think Luis Neri is gonna win this fight probably by knockout. I think so. Now, the last one that I'd like to share, obviously as a Filipino, this is the one fight that we are all Filipino boxing fans are waiting for. And if you're watching this, I've done this in English because this is an international fight card. I should be doing this more often. Uh, I do a lot of interviews with Filipino boxers, and I'm very familiar with Filipino boxers. So if you want to get to know Filipino boxers, and you want to connect with them, just let me know. And obviously, I would like to learn more about international boxing, even if it's on a smaller scale. This one is a big scale. We know it's a big fight. Chandra Casimiro, probably the first championship fight that's gonna be on the fight card because on the press conference, he said Brian Kester said that it's going to be the first fight. So General Casimiro versus Duke Maika for the belt of WBO of General Casimiro for the WBO World Bantamweight. Um, Regardless if this fight is not the kind of fight that General Casimiro wanted, the implication of this fight is kind of the same. Not entirely the same, but then again, this is a pay-per-view. This is the biggest fight card that General Casimiro is in the United States. So it is his time to introduce himself. I'm a little bit disappointed. If you're watching this up to right now and you're not a Filipino, a bit disappointed because General Casimiro on the press con doesn't look like the General Casimiro when we interview him in Tagalog or in Filipino language. He has that the spunk when he answers. He is very confident. He looks shy and a little bit nervous on that interview. I must admit, he looks really nice, but you know he's not like that. He has attitude when he gets interviewed. He says a lot of funny and brave and courageous things on his interview with us. It would have been nice if he has a interpreter on that fight so he can fully express himself and so that the American boxing fans will get to know him as he really is. And he's a very lovable guy, very entertaining guy. If I could compare him, he may be like a Conor McGregor or a Floyd Mayweather when he's talking because of his confidence. So my prediction: General Casimiro needs to show up big time here, and he needs to knock out. And I think he's gonna knock out Duke Micah if Duke Micah engage. And he said he's gonna engage. If they engage, someone's going down, and I think the fighter from Ghana is going down. That's my prediction. Um, it's a safe prediction, but it is not a safe fight. Of all of the events, the boxing events that had that had happened, there's an obvious like there's a big chance already that the fighter who's the promoter fighter is gonna win. But for this one, there's a big chance of an upset. So please don't miss it. September 26th in the US, September 27th in the Philippines. It's a Sunday in the Philippines. It's in the morning. We get used to it already. So Sunday, let's wake up early. Let's get that coffee and let's get our breakfast, and we can get some beer. And let me know what you think on the five championship fights. Who do you think would win? Please put in the comment. If you're not a Filipino again, please comment, and I would like to meet you, and I'd like to know if I do have some foreign fans that's watching my channel. My name is Pao Salud. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. And if you want to continue to support me or support me more, there's a join button. Please join and support me. 49 pesos or about $1 a month. You get to see some behind the scene photos of my interviews and my vlogs on in the event that I attend to in the Philippines. All right. Thank you very much, and see you around. Bye, guys.
POWCAST Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.